Hello, hello, everybody. I know I'm a little bit early, but I just wanted to pop in and make sure that my sound was working tonight and that everybody can hear me and see me. All right. I don't see that the chat has come through quite yet. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I super appreciate you. Super glad that you're here tonight. I know that we have a lot of different awesome people and channels in the chat already. Yarn Prepper is here. Uncle Al's here. Nate Dampier's here. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and skip to the 3-minute mark because the first 3 minutes, I shout out everybody that's been waiting in the chat. Hi, Sven from Norway. Hi, Sally, who's your prepping nurse. I have to go check out your sourdough videos. I see in the chat that everybody is wanting to go and check those out. I got to go over. Sheila Wixon's here. Let's see. Oh, the Biggs Prep is here. I'm glad I'm here. Let's see. We're going to talk about produce tonight. Tony DG in the house. Sharon Schick. Hi, Carrie's Culinary Crafts. I just caught up with your channel the other night. Fake person. Hello, Jules. Hello. Let's see. Uncle Al all up in the chat. Lynn Stalker. Hi. Oh, it's Blessed Mama. Hello, hello. Let's go down through. Michelle J is here. Okay, Michael O'Brien. Oh, Amy says, just popped in to say hi. Can't stay too long. A bunch of teenagers for a birthday party in the house. Well, my prayers are with you, Amy. Anybody who's ever hosted a birthday party for teenagers, you've got your hands full. Oh my goodness. And if Uncle Al's reminding people, if you could please pop that like button when you're waiting. And Yarn Prepper is in the house from Wisconsin. Wow. I bet it's cold there. Thank you for dropping the link to my other channel, The Biggs Homestead Kitchen. I just got done editing a video for Monday for that channel. We tried a new beef and stuffing recipe with long-term food storage ingredients, and it was not horrible. Aphrodite, hello, hello. You never know when you try one of those vintage recipes if it's going to turn out good or not. It's always a gamble. Hey, it's Heather Nicole. Hi, Heather. Oh, Michelle J, thank you for the 5x5. Hi, Karen. Super glad to see you tonight. Shelly C, hello from Arkansas. Wow. Hey, Shelby, welcome. And Tammy Joe, hello, hello. Let's see. Oh, Katie is in the house from, is that Western North Carolina? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, William Gibson says, I can't believe they'd put out produce like that. You must be talking about the community post that I put with my poor lettuce. I paid $3 for that lettuce, and I cut it open. It was rotten on the inside. I was so disappointed. Hi, Nene. I'm glad to see you tonight. Hey, Lee. I'm so glad to see you as well. Lee put out a great video the other night. If you haven't checked out Lee's channel, you need to go and do it. Teresa's house, watching from bed. Let me tell you what, I can't see anything that would be better than that right now. It is cold and rainy here in Central Florida tonight. Jerry Bird Melton, Oregon is in the house. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so many people here tonight. Hi, Megan. Glad to see you. Hi, Nikki. And it is 8:03. I might go over. Did I get a haircut? Nope, I didn't. I just put it up. It's still all there. Trust me. It's still all there. Oh, the sides. I cut the sides. Hi, Fred. Fred is from Maine. I used to live in Maine a long time ago. Long time ago. Oh, Pink Southern Girl. Hello. Welcome. And the other Katie is here. And I think that's everybody. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for being here. And tonight we're going to talk about produce. Produce is so sad and lacking and expensive. And you guys were so generous with your comments on the community post. And I would love to have you pop into the chat tonight and just sound off on the state of produce and how much you are paying. The Orlando prepper, Lady Prepper, texted me today a picture of her produce that she got. Ah, hi, MK Crafts. I'm really glad that you went out and came back in so that you could at least comment. Glad to see you. So let's see. Orlando Prepper's wife, Lady Prepper, texted me earlier today and was talking about the produce that they had gotten. I'll show it to you. So 4 potatoes, a green pepper, and a cucumber. She said, looking forward to your show tonight. Attached a picture. This cost $8. I haven't seen anything from Linda's Prepper Kitchen in a while. I hope she's okay. So does anybody know anything about Linda? Is she doing all right? Because we all miss her here at the community, but I do understand when people do need to take a break. Absolutely. So let's see. Michelle J says it has no taste. You're right about that. Cold War Prepper Lee says $10 for 3 heads of lettuce at the farmer's market this morning. Wow. You know, I have a video from when I very first started my very first channel where we went to the farmer's market, and I bet there's some prices on there. It would be very interesting to do another walkthrough and just compare apples to apples, you know? That would be a good video, I think. It's Glenn Anderson. We hope you're doing well too, Glenn. Let's see. Oh, Katie's up in the chat already. Thank you for being very generous with your comments tonight. My daughter works at Walmart picking up grocery orders. She said they had to toss a lot of stuff as soon as it arrives. I believe that. I totally believe that. Since Hurricane Ian, the produce here in Florida has just been crazy lacking. Oh, good. Linda's Prepper Kitchen did respond to a comment I left her, so at least she is still checking in. We all miss her in this community, and I totally get the fact that people have to take breaks. 100%. Okay. So we're going to talk about my lettuce for a second. I picked up the lettuce. It was kind of a little more heavier than some of the other lettuces, so I was like, this is probably the good one. On the outside, it was perfect, and then I cut it open, and on the inside, it was all brown and slimy. So I was so mad and disappointed. I wanted to take it back to the store, but then am I that person that goes up to the customer service desk and like, this is terrible. I want my money back. I don't know. We just didn't have lettuce. So Mr. B and I are planning the garden, and next Saturday, I'm trying to convince him that we need to start our seeds now to get into the ground for spring already, because last year our tomatoes did not do anything. And this year I want actual plants to put in the ground that we start from seed. Hey, Michelle, your house is looking so beautiful. If you haven't checked out Michelle's updates on her house, it looks so good. And you really turned lemons into lemonade, girl. William says, I can't wait for early summer when one of our farmers markets open. They all grow their own veggies, most of their own fruit, and they don't gouge on prices. That's really an asset right now, for sure. And then Lee said something about, let me just go back here and look. Where was it? Oh, there we go. Sally says, I got bananas at Myers 4 days ago. They were slightly green. Kept them in the house between 70 and 74. Looked 2 on the counter and both were liquefying. Wow, that's not cool. That is not cool. Glenn, I'm glad to see that you're feeling better. That is great. Okay. Lee says, do they toss the cans as soon as they arrive at Walmart, or do they order them dented? It's been a struggle. I checked over all of the cans that I purchased. I purchased like 10 cans of kidney beans for the $5 Friday, and it literally, one of them was dented, and I even checked. So Jules says, my hot peppers were that way. We got so many habaneros this year. It was the only plant that did well. And then the frost killed it, and I was not sad. I don't know. I have a whole gallon Ziploc bag of habaneros, and we tried to make habanero pineapple jelly, and it was so hot. We wore gas masks. You guys saw the video. There's a video of me in a gas mask inside my own house trying to make jalapeno pepper jelly. The potatoes are gross inside. I'm having to either can potatoes as soon as I bring them into the house, or keep them in the refrigerator to keep them from growing eyes. And even still, they're getting all mushy and gross, even in the refrigerator. It's insane. Michelle says, I always return gross produce as long as I didn't leave it too long. Girl, I need to do that. It is 15 miles to Walmart. So, I mean, it would take some effort to return something to Walmart if I bought it. Let's see. I'm on the January challenge. I gave myself permission to catch sales. Aldi has 4 pounds of oranges for $2.49 tomorrow. Aldi cukes have been terrible lately. Will buy from local Tops a bit more, but they do last. That's a great price on those oranges. I wonder if they have those here in Florida. Why? I never gave myself half budget for January pantry challenge ever. I usually did like $100 or even $50 for the whole month. And this year I gave myself $200 because if there's a deal, I feel like we're in a season where if you see a deal and you want to stock up, you need to be able to do that. You need to have access to that, even though we are still using our, our stuff. Michelle Mitten, veteran prepper veteran. I always get those backwards. My recommendation is a hydroponic system. Girl, I totally agree. Thankfully, in Florida, we can pretty much grow here year round, so we don't really need that. I bought a small bags of potato, and after cooking for hours in the crock pot, they were still hard as rocks. Are we getting our produce from Mars? Brenda, it's a really good question. And that's the other thing. Cooking the other night when I made my scallop potato casserole thing, those scallop potatoes were in the oven for an hour. And I have a gas stove, which, probably is going to get banned in the next year or 5 years or whatever. And an hour in a gas stove, and they were still hard as a rock. I ended up doing my live broadcast. They were in the oven for almost 2.5 hours and then finally got finished. So I'm glad you brought that up, that I'm not the only one who has these wackadoo potatoes. Okay. Sheila says, produce is hard to find, and when you do, it's expensive and has no taste. I agree with you. Tony says, I also find the apples look great on the outside and you cut it open and it's nasty brown. I got those apples a couple weeks ago at Winn-Dixie and I've been eating an apple a day. Thankfully, they have been good. They're not mealy, which is nice. They're a gala apple. I do not care for red delicious apples. So I wonder if it's specific to the not breed of apple, but the kind of apple, or if it's more just the apples in general. But the gala apples and Winn-Dixie apples usually terrible, but I took a chance. I figured I would just bake with them if they were awful, and they actually have been really good. $3 a head for lettuce. You bet. I'd best believe I'd take it back and get my money. Shelly, I know. It's okay. So $3 for the head of lettuce and, almost a gallon of gas to get to the store and a gallon back, or no, like a gallon to go and get back. It was, weigh it out. Cans of tomatoes I ordered on Amazon came dented. That's unusual. Thank you for that comment, Katie. I wonder if anyone else has been experiencing things from Amazon. What I have from Amazon is all my stuff is on back order. I ordered these natural little chewy beef tendon things for Tater, and they are on back order. Thankfully, I have 2 or 3 bags stockpiled, but that's just annoying. Let's see. MK Crafts agreed. Indoor hydroponics is awesome. Nene, here at Wally World, it's $1.98 a head, not near as big as they used to be. You're right about that. They're like the size of a softball now. And they, a head of lettuce used to be like a nice head of lettuce. And now they're just tiny. Okay. I have Arrow Gardens except for one. I have 14 or more units. Oh, that's great. Thank you for that recommendation for those of us that have never done that before. Okay. I got 2 cases of corn at Sam's Club last summer, boxed in perfect condition. Opened the case, 2 cans dented, and a third actually cut open. No smell, but completely dried inside. That's just weird. That's something like 5 years ago, if you would have said, hey, this happened, people would be like, that is bizarre. And now, you know what? I think I would believe anything at this point. Keeping potatoes in the fridge makes them get starchy too fast. You're right. It does. I take them out like a couple days before and leave them on the counter so that they will get like back to normal, I guess, but it's definitely pretty awful. Call Walmart customer service and tell them it's too far. They'll return it, but only on a card. Yeah. So I pay for all my groceries in cash because I'm old. Hobby bought 2 more roasts at Costco today. That's awesome, Yarn. That is awesome. I don't want to miss anybody's comments. So let me just roll back through here. Hey, that's the comment I need. Let all the commercials run on your favorite channels. Thank you so much. Because I don't do sponsored content. I don't have any, product recommendations. I don't do sponsored content, and I don't allow people to pay me to create content for them because I just don't. It doesn't sit right with me. So if you let your commercials play, that helps the troops because all of my money from YouTube goes to the troops after Uncle Sam takes his piece of it. Tita says, hi, everyone. Every bag of potatoes, we take out one and grow it in a jar with water in the window. Science project for my kids. We'll plant and count how many we get from each one we put in jars. That is super. I love that idea. Michelle's got to run. Thank you so much. Oh, a mega clearance stock up video. Awesome. I'll have to go check that out. Michelle has a great channel if you haven't seen her yet. I think now is not a good time for a no buy. We still need to get buys when we can. Do the no buy in June after the Memorial Day sales are over. We'll probably be doing several pantry challenges this year because we really need to rotate things up, but I'm still going to be canning and I'm still going to be stocking and stacking and doing all the things. In February on the other channel, Big's Homestead Kitchen, we are doing a February freezer challenge where I'm going to try to get stuff out of the freezer and more shelf stable by canning it or eating it or doing whatever so that way we can get some stuff rotated out of the freezer as well. Because I found a pack of pork chops tonight that had a date on them of March of 2022. So I need to do a good inventory and get everything out of there. Those potatoes sound like potatoes that they grow for potato chips. Huh. You know what? That's a good point. A super good point. Yeah, there you go. Uncle Al's got it right. Grow your own to be safe. So I was listening to a really great little Instagram reel video the other day. A guy was talking about growing your own lettuces instead of ornamentals. So, there are all kinds of different lettuces to grow. And most of them are very simple and they're not like a head of lettuce. They're more, a leafy lettuce, a Boston type lettuce or a Bib lettuce or something like that isn't an actual head of lettuce. And so we're really going to invest heavily in our own greens this year. We eat a lot of kale. We grow kale, love kale. But he was actually just talking about planting lettuces in your flower beds this year instead of ornamental flowers and things like that. And you can still get away with it even if you have what do they call those? Not a HMO. What do they call those? A homeowners society. Whatever. I don't know. We don't have those here in the forest, or at least I don't. I wouldn't. Hi, Sarah. Glad you made it. Hi, Karen from SoCal. Oh, don't worry, Karen. I was just mostly doing shout outs and things like that. And people are sounding off about their produce. Okay. What's everyone paying for cabbage? I think my last head at Aldi was $4 at 89 cents a pound. So if you watched my $5 Friday haul, not this one, but the one before it, I did 39 cents a pound for cabbage. They had a limit of 4 cabbages, which I got 4. And I picked the healthiest looking ones that were not, it's super wilted or whatever, and were still a good size and weight. So, I think I spent $10 on cabbage. I canned all the cabbage rolls from my last video. And let's see. I canned cabbage rolls. That's what I did. Not my last video. My video that's coming on Monday. You'll get to see me can some cabbage rolls. Oh, you grow your own potatoes? That's awesome. Florida, we don't have luck a lot with potatoes. We have the wrong kind of soil, and it's not cold enough here. It really isn't. We've got sweet potatoes that have been growing in the garden now for 2 years, and we still haven't gotten any sweet potatoes. The vines just don't do well. It's just not great. In SoCal for a few years, it's been rotten tomatoes, all rotten. Yeah, I'm so sad for the tomato harvest. And I'm sad for the farmers too, because they put their hearts and souls into doing, into putting crops and putting food on people's tables. And then, have their water cut off and to be devalued as members of society is just heartbreaking. Really. Aphrodite, I have all my seeds and planting the garden now. I'll be starting seedlings next week. Our last frost date went down to 4:30. Awesome. Our last frost date should be that like last week of March is the last even chance of a frost here in Central Florida, which we've been caught by surprise before. I've had to cover my orange trees, branch by branch because we were going to get a frost and I was afraid I was going to lose all my orange blossoms. So hopefully this year we're done with cold weather and we can have some nice warm weather. Thank you, Yarn, for reminding people that I use all of my super chats to support the troops. Sheila Wixon paid almost $6 for a small head of cabbage here in Michigan. I remember when cabbage used to be a cheap food. Like when my boys were at home, we ate cabbage at least once a week. We ate beans once a week in some sort, whether that was refried beans or, ham and beans or some kind of beans. And we ate rice once a week. We ate pasta once a week. We ate like really filling foods that were inexpensive. And I'm telling you what, cabbage, you need to take out a mortgage for that stuff now. Cheaper can wall construction. That's a good point, Uncle Al. With the aluminum shortage, I bet the cans are thinner now than they were before. Karen, you pay with cash because you're smart. Yeah, I just gotta... I have a little thing where I'll only use my rewards card at Winn-Dixie and I still pay with cash, and I know they're tracking me with the Winn-Dixie app and the thing because I use the app and I use their digital coupons and things like that. And I do the app with Dollar General, still pay with cash. But Walmart and Aldi don't have apps, and if you use cash, they can't track you yet. So I'm cool with it. I mean, obviously they probably have face recognition and all that, but whatever. There's only so much. Hello, everyone from cold Maine. Oh my gosh, Proud Mom, you'll have to let me know what city you're in because I've lived all over Maine, except the southern part. That's where all the expensive houses are. I lived in all the poor parts. Karen says, having a hard time finding an affordable way to move. Super expensive, like $10,000. Wow, that's crazy. Sarah Connor, found some gorgeous fresh Brussels sprouts at Sam's today, but green beans looked awful. Fruit very picked over. The best by dates on almost everything was days away. Wow. I know that's another thing is people are picking stuff up and it's, not good anymore, or the best by date is so soon that you have to bring it home and instantly try to preserve whatever you have. Oh, I see Amy with a win of the week. You're just a little bit early, Amy. Just a little bit. Okay, so programming update for the Bigs Prep. We're going to start doing celebration Sundays where I'm going to share your win of the weeks and we're going to share some celebrations because there's so much bad news out there that I feel like celebrating the gifts that we are given and celebrating just, just finding something to be grateful for. So we're going to start doing celebration Sundays where we talk about, I do a video with all of your wins of the week, and we talk about some wonderful positive things that happened during the week so that it's not all bad news. So Monday, I'll be putting out video from the Homestead Kitchen channel. Tuesdays, I usually do community posts on both sides, Tater Tuesday, and I'm also on Instagram too. Wednesday is my video of the week for the Bigs Prep, more of like a styled video. This past week we did, pantry, a prepper pantry video, which who doesn't love a prepper pantry video? And then Thursday nights, I take off from YouTube, from social media. Thursdays, no. And then Fridays, I do $5 Friday. Saturday, I'm live with you guys at 8 o'clock for a Town Square Saturday night meeting. And then Sundays, we'll be doing Celebration Sunday. And that is my schedule for 2023. And we'll see how long I can keep that. Okay. Fred is Maine. Hello from Maine. Proud mouth. I've never heard of that city before, our town. I'm all for pantry challenges just for not restricting the buying. Yeah, I've given myself way more grace this year. And last year, 2022, I had just had surgery and Mr. B had just had surgery as well. And so we had massive amounts of debt that we had to pay off. So we did a big like 90-day pantry challenge and we had no income from Mr. B for 8 weeks. No, 4 months. 4 months. Yeah, that was a little crazy. Okay, Yarn says, I still have Jimmy Dean's sausage chub vacuumed from 2020 and we just ate one. Still perfect. Yeah, these pork chops were vacuum sealed, so they're fine. But still, I think it's time for some of that stuff to go. I'm focusing on using my older preps, but still stocking deals I find and desperately trying to get more canned meat. So are you pressure canning, Meredith, or what are you doing? Because I think that is great. I've been afraid to eat too much these days except for candy. Indoor greenhouse, I have arugula, spinach, and several leaf lettuces. That's awesome, Carrie. We are talking about doing a greenhouse, but not super sure. HOA. That's what I was trying to think of, an HOA. All I could think of was HSA, and that's house savings account, so that's something different. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, Karen paid $1.50 for a small white onion today. Holy bananas. Homeowners Association. Yeah. You know, a little power goes a long way with some people, and they have different, you know, power amplifies personality. Say that. I watched a speech about acorns being a superfood. It was interesting, and I'm open to learning more on a free food that can be used as flour. You know, during the Civil War, it was very common to eat acorn flour. 100%. They would make flapjacks out of it and then put maple syrup, which was basically free, over the top of them. And that's what a lot of people pretty much survived on. Yams for Florida. Yeah. So we've had some kind of like wild sweet potato thing that Dave the Good told us to start, and it just hasn't really done much. I started prepping in 2020. Now I want to take all my preps when I move. It's gonna cost. Oh my gosh, I know, it's so expensive. Cabbage is super good for you. Let's see. Seeds are out and chosen on the table. My garden has tripled in size. Tony, that is awesome. That is great. The Orlando Prepper and I are here. Yay! He is visiting his daughter. I sent a really cool picture to Lady Prepper and Orlando Prepper today of Tater watching one of Orlando Prepper's videos. He loves Orlando Prepper for whatever reason. All right, you guys, if you want to start your wins of the week, I can't remember who popped a win of the week, but if you want to pop it again, I will make sure that I read it out for you. I wonder if the produce being shipped in is no longer on temperature controlled trucks or ships. You know, I was watching another Instagram reel about how they're picking the, you know, produce, and it's sitting on the side of the field for sometimes days until they can get a truck to come and pick it up. So that's, you know, that's hard. That's in the sun, it's in the elements, it's in the weather, and obviously it's going to not be as good. Yeah, I'm excited for Celebration Sunday. I was actually praying the other day about how I could bring positivity to the channel and positivity to the community. And honestly, it just popped into my head that we should do Celebration Sunday and celebrate all of the blessings that we do have instead of always focusing on the negative. Lady Prepper is dehydrating eggs this week. Goal is 12 dozen. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of eggs. 12 dozen. That's 144 eggs. That is a lot of ding dang eggs. Oh, Meredith says she is pressure canning that meat. I am glad to hear that. That is awesome. Please pray for my cat named Cowcat. He is 12. Oh, Karen. We'll say a prayer for your little kitty. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah. Power corrupts, ultimate power corrupts ultimately. 100%. Okay, so I'm going to pop down and try to get the wins of the week. If you want to put win of the week in capital letters, thank you, Uncle Al. Let's see. Y'all have been so nice with Tita about the acorn stuff. That's pretty awesome. You know who you should ask to do a video on that is Prepping with Sarge. I bet he knows all about acorns. He is so amazing when it comes to foraging. What a great skill. Okay, Michelle Moon, win of the week, canning 17 cans of beef and 7 cans of pork shoulder. And make sure you run over to the community page too and leave your wins of the week over there because I will read them for Celebration Sunday. We have so many things to be grateful for. You're absolutely right. Oh, when you pray or be still, God speaks. You're absolutely right. Sarah, I can't remember if I did a win of the week, but here's another one. I got organic tomato basil spaghetti sauce at Walmart for $1 a jar. That's awesome. And I saw Yarn Prepper got a bunch of tea on the markdowns at Walmart too. She put that over on her Instagram. Win of the week, Italian meatballs and naan were 50% off. Hey, Sven, that's a great deal. Win of the week for Carrie. I got all the seeds I wanted from Baker's Creek this year. Usually half are out of stock when I get them. That is awesome. Let's see. Oh, they're asking Lady Prepper if she can do a video on dehydrating eggs. I would definitely watch that. I've never dehydrated eggs before. Okay, win of the week. Oops, come on now. Don't be crazy. Win of the week. I got a new lamb's wool sweater at a thrift store for $5. It's so lovely. I can use it as a blanket. Wow. Win of the week. 8+ pound pork butt for $12. Dang. Flour tortillas for 50 cents. Great prices. Win of the week for Sally. Canned ground mustard. Time. Organized my spices and some preparedness things and papers. You know, having your paperwork organized is a huge prep, honestly. Just knowing where stuff is important. Win of the week for Meredith, I got pork loin for $1.40 a pound and canned 12 pints. I think that was on the community page, and I love it. Oh, More Than Conquerors is here. Hello. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I did see that. Prepping with Sarge had a great video last night with Forager Chick. Love her, love him, love it all. Win of the week, got garden seeds for the church pantry. That's awesome, Uncle Al. You know, one of our churches here out in the forest has a huge garden every year. Instead of, they have like their church is set way back from the road, and they have a huge garden on both sides every year. Instead of having like a manicured lawn or anything like that, they have a big garden, and I think it's wonderful. Tea time, my gosh. All right. Yarn Prepper says, is anyone else having trouble finding real Stouffer's red animal crackers? You know, I think Southern Prepper 1 was talking about animal crackers the other day. My Walmart is totally cleaned out. Patera talked about it too. That's really weird. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. Well, we have win of the weeks on the community page too. I can read some of those. And then, of course, for Celebration Sunday, I would love to hear your celebrations. Let's go to Instagram here really quickly. The cable man was just here. It was raining. I felt so bad. But our internet has been acting very strange. Prepping with Sarge said he picked up some more silver and some more gold as his win of the week, and I will heart that comment. And then, oh, did somebody put a win of the week? Nope. Okay, y'all. You want to hear me read? I'll read to you. Let's see if we can find some more wins. Summer Velasquez, I got $188 worth of groceries for $46 this week. Wow. Savings is still out there. I'll be teaching a class this upcoming week to 25 moms who want to save on their groceries. Oh, that's awesome. Tamara Ewald started orange and cranberries in the dehydrator for the first time. Can't wait to see how they come out. Orange slices come out so good in the dehydrator, and we use those for our tea. Here's Shelby, win of the week. Mother-in-law found a deal on eggs and bought us 4 dozen. We went to the Amish discount grocery store and found a lot of deals. You know, when I used to live in West Virginia when I was younger, we had an Amish store, and man, it was so delightful. Every single time we went there, they had the best baked goods, and they had eggs and fresh fruits and vegetables. Oh, I just remember loving it so much. Win of the week, preserved 20 pounds of bacon and 7 quarts of chicken this week. Wow. Today in SoCal, it was so amazing. The weather. Oh, that's awesome. In Florida, it rained all day. All day. It rained here, and it's cold and yucky. Hi, August Rain. Glad to see you. Celebrating adding 4 more hens to the tiny backyard flock. That is awesome. We have some eggs going in our incubator for the first time ever. So we candled them the other night, and Mr. B could see the little chicken side moving, and it was amazing. He put the egg back. He was like, oh, it's moving. I got to put it back in there. Win of the week for Shelly, got a box of Knorr's chicken bouillon cubes and a vegetable bouillon. Each box has 24 pairs, $2 a box. Wow, good price. 92 watching and 50 likes. The like button helps the channel, and it's so important because when YouTube sees those likes, it actually will help promote your channel so that we can get the message out to some more people. And you know, there's a lot of negative messaging in the prepping community, and I like to really keep it positive over here. We have a great community. As you can see, my mods have had to kick 0 people and no cussing and no nothing because you guys are amazing, and I love all of you. And I know people are like, I just love you, but no, I really appreciate all of you. Blessed Mama, win of the week, got 20 sirloin bottom steaks for $29. Hey, please leave that on the community page so that I can shout that out tomorrow. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, the loose teas and spices at the Amish stores. They used to have the spices in like a little Ziploc bag with a little bread tie. Oh, it was amazing. You could take it home and put it in a jar. Did you can the bacon? That's a good question. Did you can that bacon? I have canned bacon before. We really like it, and it's a great way to keep your bacon safe. Yeah, I hope the little chicks hatch and thrive too, because I'm hearing stories already about Rural King either not even having chicks, or like Tractor Supply, all the feed stores and hardware stores, they don't even have chicks. And what they do have for chicks are like second run chicks. So they're the chicks that should have been culled. They're really small, weak, and they're dying, which is very sad. And they're super expensive too. They're like $8 for a chick, which is, it's nuts. Nuts. We have 2 roosters, so they need to get going with their job here. All right. Kendra says, it snowed here this morning, but it didn't stick. Yeah, it's been icky here in Florida. And Mr. B is super sick. Thursday night, he went to bed. He was sick. He came home from work early. And by 3 a.m., he had a fever of 102.4. Very scary for his fever to be that high. I was really concerned. Thankfully, we navigated through that, and he's not better. His fever broke last night, so he was a solid more than 24 hours with at least a 99-degree fever. So we did get him back. I guess that's my win of the week, is his immune system worked properly. Win of the week, pet ducks equals free eggs. That's a great win. Yay for well-behaved peeps. Thank you. I didn't get the bacon for canning yet. I'm going to do that this week. All right, Michelle, that's awesome. Let's see. Tater, you want to come up here and say hi? Come here, Tater. Come here. Come here. He's not going to. Oh, here he comes. Let's see if I can get in. Oh, he got a big boy haircut. Celebration Sunday will be a premiere. I think I'll premiere it at 7 or 7:30, or maybe even 8. What time would be best for you guys? You can let me know. Yeah, Tater got a big boy haircut, and Tater's getting a little sister next weekend. Honey Bun's going to be coming home next weekend. So that will be a super fun weekend for me. Carrie's going to can bacon on her channel tomorrow. That is awesome. It should have read 24 packs of 6 cubes. Wow. We do need an edit button. Tater in the house. Mr. B already went to bed. He has pretty much been in bed most of the day. No fever, but he's really weak. This is really knocking him on his butt, whatever he's got. My husband said people will have to start keeping their chickens under lock and key. You know, you're not wrong. Thankfully, we have someone here on the homestead 24 hours a day. Either my son is here, my son's girlfriend's here, or we're here. So that is important. And plus, we have the dog in the yard as well to just help. Oh, thank you, Tater. Nobody needs to see mommy. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to get better. Is it his teeth? No, it's not his teeth. He has something. He either has the flu or COVID, or I don't know what he has. He has something, some kind of viral thing. His stomach is really upset, and he's just not, he's not thriving. But he did eat today. His appetite was fantastic, so I'm very happy. Sneak a jar of onions. I told him, I said, next stop, jar of onions. He was already so pale. He's like, please don't do that to me. Oh, let's see. I did a ton of eggs, dehydrated, and tomato paste too. That's awesome. Okay. Monolorian is amazing for infections and turkey tail. Yeah, so far he hasn't really needed much intervention. Yeah, I know. I try not to do too much on Sundays. I'll actually record it Sunday morning while I do my meal prep. We're at our church pretty much from around 3 p.m. till about 7 p.m. on Sundays. So that's a big service for us, is 4 hours a week. Oh, that Tater. Look at everybody. Hi, Sarah. Glad to see you tonight. Hi, Pauline. Good seeing you as well. Yeah, Tater was definitely throwing some kisses. He is a lover. He is a lover. Okay. Oh, hey, Lori. Oh, Lori's sick too. Mr. B's sick. Oh my gosh. Am I staying away from Mr. B? Well, somebody has to take care of the man. Pretty much everybody that I know right now is sick, so it's not great. Somewhere you're gonna get exposed to something. And I am caught up in the chat. I think I'm gonna end it early, you guys. So tomorrow evening, I'll be posting Celebration Sunday. Very excited for that. And I'll do it as a premiere. And we will have, a celebration, a few minutes of celebration. It'll be a shorter video. I don't think we're going to do a wrap up of the live anymore. We're just going to do a celebration. And I think that'll be great. And then I'll see you Monday at the Biggs Homestead Kitchen for another week of prepper pantry meals and another vintage recipe. Oh, thanks, Fen. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. All right, everybody, it's time for me to go and get a nice I've got a cup of tea, but I'm going to go finish watching a cooking show with Tater, and Mr. B's already in bed, so we're just going to tuck in and have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. I love you. And remember, everybody, I'd rather be a year early than a day late.